Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to another episode of Rogue Genesia. So, after last episode, I was like, you know what, I want to play more of this. The new updates are great. I want to get further in the meta progression, finish off some of those challenges I never did, and just get, generally further. Try out some of the new evolutions, try out some of the new weapons, and get my dang helmet. So I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, my problem is I don't remember the weapon fusions particularly well. I know there's a really good one with the katana and something else. Oh, here we go. Let's see. So let's go previous page. So we have the Artificer's Katana, which is Katana and Fire Spirit. So that one actually just doesn't require a second weapon, so that's not too bad. Magic Wisp and Void Spirit. So that also only requires, that only requires 2 weapons, so that might be a good one. Shaman Staff and Magic Wand cannot do that as much. Windblade and Katana, nah. I know there's the Katana and Windblade, but I kind of don't want that. Because if I'm doing a D rank run, but with only 2 weapons, our best bet is to actually evolve both of them separately. So we want the Katana and the Magic Wisp. I guess I'll start with the Magic Wisp. I don't think the Magic Wisp is actually a particularly good starting weapon, but I'll take it for now. Oh, it is just going to go Chaos mode, ain't it? That could be a problem. I'm gonna banish the Void. Now let's just go for Celerity. Banish Healing Factor because it's bad, and I guess we'll go for the Dash Charge. It's certainly faster than it used to be. I'm actually liking it a little bit more. It's just, I'm going to lose out on a lot of EXP because the things it kills are off screen. Magic Missile is also a strong weapon. I don't really like Magic Missile that much. I found Shuriken to be like the superior of the two. Overloaded. Additional Magic Wisp targets. Projectile. Ooh. Slows my attack speed down, but that's not a bad idea. I'm still gonna go for Student first. We need the EXP gain. We'll find other things. The Wisp is this bad starter weapon. Yeah, but I don't have much of a choice here. There's two weapons that I want to work with. And it is one of the two. And I will suffer until we get it, because we still have all of our other abilities. We just can only have 2 weapons here. And a couple levels of Magic Wisp and it suddenly becomes not trash. Void Spirit. There we go. I had to make sure I'd actually pick it up. Be pretty sad if I didn't. Let's get over here. Break this. Come on, give me the money. 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 Break it. No. You useless thing. Ah. There we go. Okay, end of stage. Yeah, hopefully we can get the next level of Void Wisp very quickly. Frenzy, when you dash, increase your attack speed by 5% for 2 seconds. Well, that's kind of fun. Sure. Yeah, I should probably start rarity re-rolling to try and guarantee getting the Katana drop. Jald? Can I check? Soul cards. Banish cards, artifacts, stats, game stats. What I'd like to be able to do is look at the whole dang deck. The problem is, I know Luna's Moon, but Nera and Yald I don't know about. I'm gonna go Nera. Dark Tag. That's actually pretty good. I think. Huh. There are actually specialty boxes labeled with the void magnets. That's kind of nice. I guess I should probably try and break it. Oh, but how am I going to do that without accidentally just triggering it? Let's just keep trying to go for as many magic wisp upgrades as we can. Because I'm feeling a little weak. Sloth, on void pickup, increased pickup range. For 25 seconds. It's not that good, but it's not terrible either. Hey, there's the katana. Problem solved. Alright, we now have two weapons. One that's kind of useless and one that's amazing. This is going to hurt my attack speed a little bit, but now I have a lot of targets, and we are great. I didn't even have to reroll for that one. It just gave it to me. Give me student. Grab the magnet. Everything is perfect. Okay, area size. I don't actually know if that really helps me too much. So we need the fire spirit to combo in here. That should be fine. Also, why is my pickup radius that oh gosh, Sloth is wildly good. Wow. Also, Envy on soul pickup, increase EXP gain by 0.5 for 10 seconds, capped at 50. Yeah, we want that. We might also want to grab average? Do I? No, I don't think so. I think we almost want the other one, actually. Yeah, I did grab 2 lenses. It's not the end of the world if I did. But considering analysis is literally the next thing we find, yeah, I made the right decision. Okay, don't want to do head bash, we just want more katana. We want even more katana. Yeah, if I can get my katana maxed out. Ooh. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm going to go for a student. Pride is good, but student is universal. Okay. Keep leveling katana. We should check. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't matter. Let's go for multi-handed. Is there an anvil at the end? No, no anvils. Okay, good to know. But considering I'm going to be evolving both of these, anviling would have actually been bad. Now, remind me again, does a weapon... Oh, wait, no. Does a weapon have to be level 8 to get its evolution, or does it just have to be 7? I thought it was just level 7. Okay, let's grab Pride. We've got an elite here. Might get me some more EXP, if I can actually kill it. It's kind of a tough sucker, actually. Do you want Blood Coat? Yeah. Now, do I want Blood Transfusion? Yeah, I'm gonna snag it. It's gonna hurt my max HP kind of bad. For a little bit. Just 7. Okay. So yeah, let's grab the katana. And Cursed Book. Yeah. I don't know if I want to try and go for like a full flesh build. It's lightly tempting. Just grab some cardio. Compromise. Additional enemy slash, but it hurts my base damage. It's fine. My damage is pretty decent at the moment. Okay, Iron Will for the max HP. Absolutely. Okay, Martyr's Cloak. Yeah, it's good. Thunder Spirit. That's a new one. Chance to create arc lightning nearby enemies. Sure. Okay. Armorless, no. Concentration. More Thunder Spirit? Sure. That's kind of neat. So it seems like every time I hit an enemy, it just has a chance of zapping everything nearby. Did you beat the Snuffheads challenge? No. It kicked my butt. I think I'm gonna banish that head trauma. It keeps showing back up again, and I just don't want it. Even if it's like, merits are good, losing out on that EXP is brutal. Okay, let's grab Magic Wisp. So what is this one? It's rarity reroll. Accumulation. I'll take Frenzy. Get it out of the pool. So this one is dual wielding, so I can only have 2 weapons equipped. So I've currently got Magic Spirit, which is kind of fun. Let's see, Fight and Flight. While I'm moving, extra defense and damage multiplier up by 100%. That should be pretty solid. I'm gonna try and find a Bookworm. Rip my pickup radius, but that's actually kind of fun. I'm gonna try and find a magnet if I can. Overworked. Oh, that's critical damage. Still worth it. I know we got blood transfusion, but I'll work on it. Got a Steam collection titled Incremental Soup because of you, and I'm happy about it. Hey, that's cool. Okay, perfection for the extra attack speed, absolutely. So I want to slay those champions, but I don't want to slay them yet. We got to find a magnet. There's too much junk in this area. Let's see. Lust on take damage, increase HP regen. Yeah, let's actually snag that. That could be kind of helpful. Double-edged sword or more analysis. Okay. Bookworm. Unfortunately, no, we haven't slayed the champions yet. Greed? Or heavy? Or... I'm gonna go for greed. Come on. Is there not a single magnet in this immediate vicinity? That's rough. Box? Box has got nothing. I'll just pick up what I can. We'll kill him at some point. Oh, nope, there he goes. Okay, rarity reroll. I'll go for this. Holy Cross is great. Or a conversion. But no. Flesh. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna grab the pearl. Reroll shop. Dang. No dice, I'll live. Okay. Let's see, God's Wrath. Quick, Berserker. Go for Berserker. Okay, go for the tower. Multi-handed. Give me even more projectiles. Oh gosh, we really need that next level of Void Spirit. Nope. At least we got, like, all of my HP back. And now I have a lot of HP. Let's see. I'm gonna... no. 10 string's kind of almost okay. I'm still gonna reroll, see if I can get something better. Okay. Next level blood transmutation. That gives me a huge base damage bonus. Oh, good. We do have a magnet. Area size, weak point, or sharp edge. Probably sharp edge. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. There's the stuff. I'm gonna grab fractal and perfection. Okay, celerity. Well, at least we're goofy overpowered. Shop prices reduced by 50%. Well, that's absurd. Banish average. Crit damage. Hurts my crit chance, but, yeah. Sure. Okay, and there's our last blood transmutation. So our max health is lower. Yes. But my damage is stupid. Now all we need is just a lot of attack speed. And like I could go for the crit chance, but no, let's go for the attack speed. Oh good, we have our magnet. I'm hoping we get Void Spirit at some point, but I don't know. Iron Will for even more max HP. The flesh is mighty. I don't actually know what those auras look like. Let's see, projectile size, defense. Oh, actually, let's just get rid of that one. I guess I'll go for the size up. Wow, this is silly. Fight or flight. Agility. Another one of those. Break me, give me some money. Perfect. Double-edged sword. Keep reducing my max defense. Unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to get down to... Ooh, that's good. Let's re-roll the shop. See if I can get something else. Actually, grab the Saint Shinbone just in case. It would have been fine. Okay, merge. So, bigger projectile size. Decent damage. Lose some of my projectiles, though. I don't like that. Okay, movable objects. Actually is not bad. Make it so I don't have to move. We do need to find a magnet, though. Is a problem. Okay, blood coat. More aiming. Lose some attack speed, but yeah, it's worth it. And my damage is great. I just need a single magnet. Please. Stone-handed. Reduces my attack speed, but 15 attacks. The amount of wisps I'm hucking is amazing. Go for some pickup range. I clearly cannot rely on magnets to show up, let alone the Void Wisp upgrade. Dang. The fact that not a single one has, you know, for all this stuff on the ground, there is nothing. Wisp, there, perfect, got it. Alright, and a movable object. Now I can just sit here and just destroy. And banish the head bash. Ooh, yeah. I keep kind of forgetting to do that. Wow. This is really silly. I don't think I've ever had a horde mode quite like this. But I mean, it's working. Okay, Void Wisp. Let's see. Now benefits from additional projectiles. Eh? Ha! 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 Well, that was silly. Okay, we do not want to merge. I'm just gonna ban merge. It has no benefit here. And I don't want blood pressure either. That one's bad. I don't know if we need area size. And I don't know, let's go for the durability actually. Katana ranges area. It's fine. Let's see, 1 free reroll every time I select cards. I like that. Cursed belt, yes. Saves me some problems. Oh, hey. Wander's trick, I got it. Okay. Bear with me, this is going to take a little bit. Let's see, win ring. Card selection. I'm going to try and go for negative defense, which means this is going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so double-edged sword, soul gauntlet, card selection. This. Welcome to Nan Money. Every soul card increases your damage by 2%. 90%, nice. Momentum, okay. Void Wisp, obviously. Void Wisp again. Gilgamesh's Seal. Sure. That makes this a little easier so we can actually get the things that we want sooner. I should probably have looked at what Old Coin does, but do we care? Okay. I guess we don't actually care about Head Bash anymore, so we can actually pick that up. Because normally Head Bash is a problem, but I no longer need EXP. Oh, this is getting really expensive. Oh well. Shops contains more cards in shop and they're a better quality. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Let's grab Blood Coat. Alright, so we get Lightning Boots and a Mithril Compass. Actually, at this point, we want the Mithril Compass. I don't know if we want Impenetrable. Okay, further split. Card selection. Accumulation. Recursion. Thunder Spirit. Don't want Spiked Shield. Pick between 4. That's nice. Kill requirements from normal stages. Sure. Oh, Limit Break Service. Sweet. Void. I didn't know you could get Limit Break services from the shop. Oh, Chicken Statue. Sacred Sword. Sure, why not? More accumulation. Let's see. Single-handed. So that reduces the amount of... but that damage, though. That's too good. Oh, I can heal. Apparently I took some damage as part of all of this. Let's see. Accumulation. Penetration. Accumulation again. 2 soul cards at the end of it. Yeah, sure. I mean, what else is that going to do? I've been wondering when I'd actually manage to pull off the Wander trick. I was legitimately a little bit worried that I wouldn't at some point. Okay. We might as well grab Aura Conversion, because I don't think we're going to need it at this point. Food also attracts soul gems. Perfect. That's actually really good. And there's the Void Shop. Let's see. Still don't want Fortress. I don't think I'm going to be able to get my base defense that low. I might. Because I already have the Flesh. I mean, the other option is we just say screw it on this one. Yeah, I just hit the wrong button. Okay. Do we actually even look at this anymore? Because, yeah, game really wants me to have Fortress, and I already picked it up by accident. So, I guess the answer is, let's go faster. I saw something red go by. Ooh, Pyromaniac. Now let's get the Artificer's Katana, just in case. I guess we already had that as an option. Well, I mean, this isn't a challenge anymore. This is, yeah. Because, like, I'd like to look at the things as they go by, but let's be honest here. I think I'll look at things once I'm done. Why do you have Nan money? I broke the game. With my own achievement. So... I have a short on my YouTube channel if you want to see the progression of what happened. But I've pulled it off again. But yeah, I overflowed money basically, yeah. I turned my money into an imaginary number and the game can't handle it. The beautiful part is, originally, the developer of this actually nerfed it and said, you know, I'm going to take that away. And then I guess they must have thought about it a little bit and said, no, actually, I think Wander's right. Let's make it a, oh, we've actually just bought everything at this point. Now we're just on to the tainted cards. Do we want to do this again? Do we want to buy everything? This is tough. Let's see. Do we stop for 99? Other achievements are avoided for the run is the new punishment. Wait, does that mean I can't get the achievement? I guess it means we didn't, going for the negative 100 defense wouldn't have mattered anyway. I may as well buy everything. The only problem is it takes a while. Because I don't think any of my auto-clickers specifically... I don't think any of my auto-clickers specifically let me mash any button other than click. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it too. Podcast time. I mean, speaking of that, I saw that YouTube recently added a functionality for like a separate podcast page, which kind of caught my eye because that actually sounds maybe kind of useful to me. I've been kind of oscillating on what I want my future to look like as far as like YouTube and some other things, Minnie Mouse Macro or an AHK script. Boy, you guys probably have a little bit more technical aptitude than I do. I am an artist. I could probably figure it out, but definitely not on the stream. Yeah, it could be interesting. Glad YouTube is embracing things. Yeah. So I was thinking of, at least on the main channel, I was almost thinking of bringing back tabletop RPGs. Because I feel like going back to like Dungeons and Dragons and Starfinder and stuff. I guess I should actually... We should put my mouse there. Oh, oops. No, I guess we gotta start from the right. But yeah, so go back to tabletop RPGs. Yeah, so I've got a campaign already made for it. I don't know if it's going to be a crew. The main thing is Wholesomeverse is very busy all the time. And so I don't know if it's going to be a Wholesomeverse thing, because I tried doing the D&D with them and we got like 2 sessions in and then everybody lost interest. So what I was kind of hoping I'd do is instead actually just start with Shell first and just do a bunch of like literally just one-off single player campaign sessions. But it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to like reach out and ask some more people like, hey, you want to do D&D for like 3 hours on a Friday every once in a while? Because my big problem is I didn't want to put it on the channel normally. Yeah, let's see if I can get this faster. I put both of my fingers on E and mash. It'll go a little faster. But so I didn't want to put it on my channel normally because it's just going to get buried under my Indian impressions. And, you know, somebody that's looking at my channel who doesn't want to see the Indian impressions might want to see the D&D and vice versa. Maybe some other things. Yeah, West Marshes wouldn't be a bad idea either. Yeah, I still think I'd want a more consistent crew. And, like, I was doing D&D with Ash and Jazz and Kakujo and Shell for a little while, and that was fun. But I'd like to try again and slower and some other stuff. I don't know. But I'd still like to, like, go back and start doing that a little bit more. And I feel like putting it up as a podcast on my main YouTube channel seems like it would be a really easy way for me to kind of feature it. Now it's actually better if I'm just using 2 fingers simultaneously to brace another. What about D&D with my brother? Yeah, I'm sure he'd be up for it too. And so I'd have to decide and figure out like what I want to do with that one. But mainly by having it like only my D&D podcast on the podcast side of my main channel, At least that way it'll be nice and tidy and organized, and people can just look at it and pick and choose without it getting buried in regular gaming videos. It seems like a good idea for me. And then, since I don't want to be doing weekly D&D, because I used to do that and it was brutal. Oh gosh, wait, what is... I gotta look at this. Why is my damage multiplier is almost $1,000,000%? Let's see, maybe some of your regs could play. I'm very leery about bringing in fans, generally. Even if it's fine, it's still one of those that, it's legitimately like a very different experience performing on camera. And some people can do it cleanly. Most people can't. And this isn't a judgment call. This is entirely like a professional grade thing of like, I'm not looking for warm bodies. I'm looking for very much like experts or content creators that kind of, there's like that give and take. Because I've specifically done like kind of fan involvement before. One of my moderators a long time ago became kind of a regular, and he was like a fine guy, but it was still, there was this kind of weird mix that the only way that he ever had like any level of interaction with the internet was largely through like my own streams or the streams of some of the other people in the Catterday crew, and there wasn't anything like running on his own end, and so it kind of became this imposition of like I had to invite him because that was the only way that he would do any of this stuff, and it was fine until the friend group fell apart and some other stuff. But yeah, if I want warm bodies, I'm gonna do, yeah, camera tabletop RPGs are not casual tabletop RPGs. This is very different to perform for a show, yeah. If I want warm bodies, I'm gonna get you guys for, oh, what is it called? The Eco? The Sandbox, settlement, it's like a sandbox settlement builder cooperation thing where the meteor is going to just wreck everything. Like, I want you guys for that. I think if we did like Eco on Saturdays or something for like a month at some point this year, where we just try and play through that as like one large community, I think that would be really cool. You know, it would probably just be like 4 hours every Saturday afternoon or something. The only problem is Saturday afternoon is also when all of my friends or family want to do stuff, so that's a little tougher. But like that's where I want the fan engagement and the warm bodies to show up, because that seems like the perfect place to get non-performers involved. But no, even though it seems kind of nonsensical, having very healthy boundaries between like myself as a content creator and people in my audience like is really important for my mental health. And I know it sounds silly, but that like if I give people too much leeway, it becomes after a certain point kind of an expectation. And I don't want to say that like it would impinge upon my independence to open myself up in that manner. Okay, so we're gonna get at least a 2 million % extra damage. But yeah, parasocial relationships are rough on everyone involved. Got to keep those boundaries up and solid. Yeah. So what does warm bodies mean? Warm bodies is a phrase more or less for filling a space. Getting people that you don't actually need for any specific reason, just to have another person there. So what's a good example of... Well, yeah, extras. So a warm body would be like, you know, in a movie where you see people milling about like Times Square. That's not random people. Those are actors. All of those actors are paid to specifically mill about randomly for the shoot so that it looks like it's normal. So I'm thinking at the end of like Captain America when Steve Rogers wakes up, you know, what, 50, 60 years in the future and is running, or like runs out of the building to stand in the center of Times Square and be like, what is going on? You know, all of the people walking around, those are actors, because if you had regular people, the regular people would, some of them at least, ruin the shoot by being like, hi mom, or something like that. background nobodies for the sake of realism. And so when I say warm bodies for like a D&D campaign, I don't want warm bodies for a D&D campaign, because ultimately if you're doing D&D, you need everybody there and engaged. And like, even if I got to know people and like there was a greater sense of trust or whatever, it still very quickly becomes more of a problem. Because how do I describe it? There's a lot of skills and like implicit understandings that you pick up after being a content creator for like even just a year. That I think a lot of regular people that don't stream or don't do YouTube regularly might not pick up. The one I always go back to is very early on in my channel. Like, I just started streaming. I'm 99% certain none of you people were watching me at this point. Maybe like Gemroth and like one or two other folks were around at this point. Even then, this might precede them, because this is like before I had partnership, before anybody could sub, before any of that business. Yeah, I think actually this precedes Gemroth pretty dramatically, because he was more active around like Subnautica and earlier. But this is like back when I had 5 to 10 people watching me. And so I specifically remember I was doing Binding of Isaac races with my friends. Because this is before even like Rebirth and Afterbirth came out. Or Rebirth, Afterbirth, Antibirth, you know. Before we got a new Binding of Isaac, this is the old one. Old Wrath of the Lamb content. And another streamer had said like, hey, I see you're doing like a Binding of Isaac race. You know, can I join you? And me, being an absolute moron, said, yeah, sure, why not? You know, you were just streaming Binding of Isaac. You seem to have more viewers than I generally do. Why not? What could go wrong? And the guy just showed up and was just immediately one of the most toxic personalities I think I've ever had the displeasure of interacting with on Twitch or YouTube. Just weird, pointless dunks and just being unnecessarily rude to me and the other guy that we were racing, or that I was racing. And like, he wasn't even good at Binding of Isaac, so it wasn't even like really worth talking to him, because there was no like give and take, there was no comedy. It was just like being pointlessly mean and trying to make fun of us. And like, sometimes adversarial humor can be kind of funny, but you really have to have like a pretty soft touch to pull it off without just pissing off the other people you're with. And so very quickly what happened is that me and the other guy that I was streaming with just like slowly phased out. And then I think my friend just dropped from the call. And I finished the run out of politeness and then said like, yeah, I'm gone, bye. And that was it. And so ever since, I've always been very adverse to the idea of, you know, involving people that I have not vetted long term, who also have very minimal skin in the game, if that makes sense. Okay, so now it's just purely forged iron, and this should go pretty quick. Yeah, this is going really fast. Oh, we're up to 4 million% damage. Or is that 40 million? Wait, how did he do his trick on Zone 1? It's possible no matter where you are. It's just hard. But so, like, there's a lot of content creators that I'm explicitly, like, pretty friendly with and, like, could potentially bring onto the show in some capacity for, like, a co-op stream or, like, something longer. But I'm very much leery of doing so, because if I commit too much, there's nothing else to buy, it's fine. Okay, and we're gonna be like this for a while now. Because I think the last time I did this, it ended in the desert, but we're going further. Whee! Well, that was fast. Oh, glass sword. Wait, there's still... There's still things for me to collect? How? What? But yeah, so there's a lot of people that I would love to, like, interact with. Whee! It's not quite as funny as the first time I did this. I think we're lacking some of the right upgrades to actually look like we have jet engines strapped to our butt. But so yeah, a lot of content creators that, like, I could or actually would even, like, want to interact with on camera. But I also recognize that it would be, it might not actually be good for my audience or their audience. And so like something like D&D would be a good way for me to potentially meet people. Oh, here we go. Every once in a while I get like onto an infinite clip where I can just blast around for forever. Boy, Magic Wisp, or the evolved Magic Wisp, is goofy as heck. I love it. What was I going to say beyond all of this? Well, I mean, mostly just that I very much want to... Oh, what is this? Luna's Blessing. Oh. Cool. Ah, it only lasts for an hour. Or not an hour, a minute. What weapons do you have? The Alchemist Blade and whatever the Void Wisp, Magic Wisp combo is. Oh, you know how I picked up that thing that makes it so every one of these is, time survival rather than kill count? We're gonna be here for a little while. Oh well. It's the only moment when motion blur is funny. Oh, it's great. But so, like, even if it's somebody that I think is actually kind of cool, there's no guarantee that they'd be a good fit on the show. And I'm very leery about potentially just grabbing warm bodies at this point, even if they are experienced streamers, because ultimately I just don't have the same time or the, I don't have the same amount of time or endurance that I used to have. Well, something showed up for a bit. You know, back when I was, I mean, really just before COVID, I was able to stream and record for 10 hours a day. Now I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes, on top of another hour and 40 minutes of recording that I did prior to this stream earlier in the day just to have another video. And, like, you can already kind of tell my voice is getting a little hoarse. And some amount of it is environment, some of it is age, some of it is strain, some of it is who knows what. There's a bunch of other stuff. I feel like my screen has measles. It's just going through some light puberty. Don't worry about it. But that's like, it's actually a major risk for me. A major risk. It is a legitimate problem when something like a show or let's just get Vild, who cares, doesn't matter. What is the shortest path? If I had thought about this, I would have gone over. Well, I see a couple of shops this way. So why don't we actually take a hot moment to lay out a path for ourselves? Because what I want to do... Oh, no. Missed this one. What I want to do is go to as few battles as I possibly can. But back in the day, at least for me, if a video or a game or a stream was a dud, I couldn't exactly just, like, pass it off. You know, it could potentially put me back. But if I can only record for like 4 or 5 hours a day, and I can only stream for like X number of days per week. Oh, I'm hurting myself by touching the cactus, which is giving me a boost, I think. That's funny. Whee! If I boost, I can actually see the enemies before they die, because the wisps can't quite keep up with me. You can see them flying off of my butt, but it's not quite the same. Let's see. What was I going to say beyond that? Is there... Oh, right. I was going to check. Are there any interesting red cards in here that we haven't seen yet? Just the spike boots. I swear there's like a bunch of things that didn't show up as part of this, but I also don't care. Let me check. Do we have preset? I'm going to turn this low. That's a bit better. Because I don't want this game to slow down just because the frame rate's having some trouble. I'll turn it back up to ultra after we're done. But yeah, so very much right now I'm possessive of my time because I'm working on other things. And so I would hate to have to throw away a stream because of like X or Y technical issue or because the game wasn't good. It's also part of the reason why you don't see me doing like sponsored streams outside of like a very small select few games that I really like. Mostly Phantom Brigade. Because that one specifically I was just like, yep, I want to play like hours of this if I can. And did. I think it was like 3 hours. I was only paid for 2, but I didn't care. I didn't mind. Speaking of losing my voice though, I should probably be drinking some water. Or in this case, mango juice. Every once in a while, the lightning triggers. Every once in a while. So is the gold glitched? Yeah, I broke it. And it has now turned me into an unholy monstrosity of destruction, which is amazing. You can see a little bit of the lightning going on in the corner as I'm moving, because there's a couple of enemies to hit. But not many. Mostly unfamiliar with this game. Why is everything flying towards you? So, there's an upgrade called Void Wisp that makes it so you automatically collect all EXP, which I guess also lets me collect all golds. I'm not entirely sure how that's working. I also have near infinite pickup range, so everything, I'm picking up everything like way off screen. Because what is my pickup range? Because we can check. Pickup distance, 233 meters. It is absurdly large. Oh, I can also disable auto level up. Hey, Plexus. Thank you, by the way, for automatic level up. In the option. Okay. Let's see, auto aim. That's fine. Card info, damage numbers. Right, we had that off. But yeah, thank you so much for pickup range visibility. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for keeping the wander trick in this. This is actually my first run since it was actually added that I've been able to pull it off. I'm quite curious to see what my helmet does. That didn't give me anything. It's fine. Now, is this going to be timed? No, it's not. Hell yeah. Watch this go. I didn't confirm? Oh. Let's see. Game options. Yep, you're right. I didn't. Oh, so that's how that works. That's cool, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. It doesn't like the card selections. Oh, hey, limit break service. Well, that's nice. I doubt we're gonna get another limit break service, but that's kind of nice of them. Looks like a small bug with card selection when you empty the card pool. Yeah. I mean, considering the entire existence of this trick is vaguely my fault, I accept all the responsibility for its having some odd issues. Whee! Oh, I saw a health bar for a second there. That was cool. Oh, there's a statue. Hello, statue. Extra move. I'm even faster now. Every once in a while, I get just fast enough that I can actually, like, leave the screen. Now, here's the question. I'm moving fast enough. Is there an upper limit to how far you can go? Or is the field truly infinite? Only time will tell. There's no limit. Okay, I thought so. But I'm gonna try anyway. I have been blessed by the god of go fast, and I will go fast. How's my hardware doing? Well, my fans aren't heating up, so that's usually a good sign that this is reasonably well optimized. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a hot sec. Oops. I was not expecting it to just freeze like that, let alone the magic wisp overflow. Oh, Okay, well, at least I know there's a solution for the card thing. Now, here's the question. Do I get lucky and just keep getting limit break services? Oh, I do. I like that. Also, I haven't noticed this shop background before. I like that. Man, so fast you can outrun the lag. Yup. Whee! Bye! I'm not quite fast enough, but it's okay. We're at the end, so it doesn't matter. Oh, man. Let's see. Right. Grab gold. Why does it matter? Doesn't matter. I'm very glad I can fix this, though. Otherwise, I'd be kind of a sad boy. Don't we already have a pork statue? How am I... Oh, gosh. That's 1 billion experience. Oh. Is there a way to, like, get rid of an artifact? I kind of wish there was. Because I'd very much like to get rid of the one that makes it so kill quotas are gone. Because this is going on maybe a little too long. But yeah, there's no way. There's no way to drop an artifact. Some artifacts can't be obtained in the shop. Ah, useful to note. Thank you. Wanderer is about to become one with the Speed Force, then stopped. Just shy, and the universe went, wait, why? I was about to go plaid, but hard stop, and instead of putting the brakes on myself, I put the brakes on the universe. Yeah, this is shockingly stable, considering what I've done to it, though. I'm happy. I'm gonna try and avoid pulling off this trick again, just because it's not actually really worth doing beyond, like, 1 or 2 times, where it gets kind of fun. But I like the fact that I have an item that I've unlocked, and I'm curious to see what that gets me. So what has Wander done this time? Well, I did it again. The usual, in fact. Though this time around, we actually had some more interesting, rare cards. Because last time I was limited to, I think it was just white and tainted? Maybe green. But one way or another, I've ascended Bullshit Mountain, and I'm having a time on my throne. And my throne is an empty wasteland. I leveled the mountain. It's nothing, it's flat. I ran too fast. I ran too fast. Ran too fast. Oh, we're at the end. Okay. Ugh. Take the money. I care not for extra rewards. A training weight. Sure. Wait, why would I do that? Man, I'd forgotten about Loot Mountain. That was a beautiful sequence of events. I think I put that up as a short. I hope I did. I mean, it's still on YouTube at the very least. Did they say that they were making a new Subnautica or remaking Subnautica with multiplayer? Okay. Oh, cool. Don't worry about an optimization patch. Will actually come in the future. Hired someone to work on it. I'm waiting for her to finish. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Not that I've noticed too many optimization problems, but I am looking forward to an even more optimized Rogue Genesia. I'm just eternally baffled at how absolutely stable this game is. Also, I love this guy's hustle. Because he's not actually that fast, but like his animation is faster than his movement speed. So he's like running in place, and he's running pretty fast. And he's not moving quite as fast, but it's still pretty fast. Like, this man could race a car, but it looks like he'd be racing a plane. Yeah, she's focusing on the situation where stuff gets really crazy and you need a slideshow. Yep. I'm actually kind of curious. I bet you could actually measure With how fast I'm moving. Plexus, if you're ever bored, can I get a speedometer? Because that would be kind of great. Dash speed is fixed. Ah, good to know. Okay. Aw, no limit break service. Whatever. If you have enough move speed, you can actually move faster than dashing. Ah, good to know. Oh, well, boss is dead. I didn't even see the worm. Oops. And portal shard. Projectiles loop back to the other side of the screen. That's really cool. Wait. Oh, that looks really weird. What the heck is going on? So, as far as I can tell, what the wisps are doing, because they can kind of loop the screen, sort of, is they're just kind of instantly finding the nearest enemy to home in on, going for a murder, and then it, you know, whatever the first wisp hits, they then have to redirect to the next nearest enemy. If only Sandstorm was, Yeah, let me see if I can find some, like, good actual, like, Club Electronica or something. That artifact's really fun on the Gunslinger. I still have to unlock the Gunslinger. It's part of the reason why I picked this one. Let's see if I can find a radio channel that actually has... I mean, like, this ain't bad. But there's gotta be something better. Because we've got chilled EDM. But do we have, like, regular EDM? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, does Pretzel have an EDM channel? I'm pretty sure it does. Let's see if it's any good, though. Yeah, Darude? I don't think it's got Darude, though. I feel like it would never happen, but it would be kind of great if there were certain things that, like... Oh yeah, this is the right music. I might actually just listen to the EDM channel for a while. How great would it be if the internet crowdfunded a couple of specific, like, very meme-heavy things to more or less infinitely license Darude Sandstorm, so it just becomes public domain. There we go. Because, like, normally 70 years after the person dies unless they release their stuff. But I'd be kind of, I would kind of actually be super down if the internet crowdfunded buying out certain, like, certain musicians or artists or whatever to public domain certain things. Like, I'm thinking of the you know, the comic with the dog where the building is burning down around them and they have the, like, "This is fine" as they're sipping coffee. Like, I feel like that's one of those that crowdfunding to make that one, like, worth the creator's time and money to make a public domain for everybody forever. I mean, currently, as far as I know, he doesn't really police it too much, but it still feels like that's such a cultural artifact that it becoming public domain would be kind of cool. But improve your soul. Lightweight has gained a level. I guess that works. Not that it matters too much, like... Let's see, I think the creator was considering a non-commercial Creative Commons license. But since he doesn't punish for use, he kind of hasn't done anything. I think he goes after a little bit if people are using it too commercially. I think he talked once about going after a company, but that's all I know of. And I could be quite wrong. how the game handled the mid-boss with how fast you destroy things. It might lag for a hot second as he splits and dies instantly, because, like, Wisp has just hit peak saturation. There's nothing that can survive that. Like, I didn't actually think Magic Wisp would be this powerful. But it is. Forecast, wispy with a chance of lightning balls. It's a very small chance. Actually, it's probably happening all the time out there. But I only see the ones that cross my own screen. So what'd you break this time? Money. And also the Wisp, using infinite money. Ooh, this EDM channel is actually, like, really good. I like it a lot. Also, thank you, Xander the Goose, for the 14-month resub. And Verde Dev for the sub as well. Sorry I missed those. I was probably distracted mashing the E button as furiously as I possibly could. I'm trying to think of other things. I mean, that song with the, like, Phantom Man singing over the mountains. That is, like, 50% screaming. Soulfully. That'd be another one. Actually, the one that does cross the screen. One that crosses the screen because if it triggers thunder on close enemies, but the enemy gets pushed far enough from it, it gets teleported to the other side of the screen before the Thunder Spirit procs. Oh. Yeah, Big Enough. That's a good song. I feel like a couple of things should just become, you know, obviously they shouldn't just become public domain, but it would be kind of neat if there was, like, weird, like, this is now like a bounty, but for you created a cultural artifact. I have 38 levels banked, and I can spend it on nothing. Wait, if I press Q, what happens? Oh, they all just go away. Sweet. I'm probably going to turn auto-leveling back on, just because it doesn't really matter, and normally I'd actually rather just have it on anyway. I do like the idea of it in, like, really tense situations, not leveling up until you're in a safe spot, so that your movement doesn't get interrupted, but I don't know. Become a cultural artifact. Here's a large sub of bunny. We're taking the art for the public. And, like, realistically, that could actually be quite unfair for the creator, which is part of the reason why I'm, like, walking this back a little bit. Because, like, how much is a lot of money? Hey, limit break service. Sick. 3 dashes on cooldown. Cool. And nothing. I guess, what I'm thinking of specifically, for better and worse, is kind of like what happened with Minecraft. That, like, Notch got out and then became kind of an awful person. And it's one of those that, like, boy, Minecraft would be in a completely different place if he had held on to Mojang instead. But maybe Notch would have been in a better place, too. First time I've actually seen limit breakable tainted cards. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. I like the idea of doing it, but it's dang hard to value something like that and not screwing the artist over. Yeah. But I think, like, for a lot of people, you very much could probably put a price tag on it. Or you could ask them, and they'd maybe be able to come up with something. But I almost would worry that a lot of them would undercut themselves, considering how big stuff is. Let's see. But, I don't know. It's one of those, like, on one hand, Microsoft, for example, buying Minecraft has definitely, like, over-corporatized and over-monetized it. But on the flip side, it doesn't feel like we all kind of have to boycott Minecraft because the creator has gone, like, way off the deep end and become, like, a person. What if it was an open crowdsourced subscription for public domain? I mean, I think there's a lot of ways you could do it, but I don't think it would work in this current modern day and age. Because I think for, wow, we can actually see the enemies as they die. Hello. There we go. You have unclaimed rewards left. What unclaimed rewards? There is nothing. Okay. So let's see. Slay the champion. Slay the boss. And there he goes. My cat likes the shiny colors. Sweet. I guess there's the promise for Java. The Java remains microtransaction free, at least for Mojang, to prevent the marketplace from ever showing up in Java. Yeah. Like, I think Minecraft is actually in one of the most ideal states I've ever seen for a equally over-monetized, but also equally accessible product. Like, there's a little bit of stuff, like, I think, you know, have to have a Microsoft account, but, like, oh well, it's not the end of the world. But, like, they really could have gone, like, full mask off evil with it and said, like, no, if you want to play Minecraft, you have to play the, like, non-Java version. Get rid of your mods, you have to sell them through our marketplace. We get a 70% cut. And by the way, they also have to compete with our skin packs. What? You don't want to compete with the Among Us and Valorant skin packs that we have as, like, a cross-promotional DLC? Tough. Go find another voxel sandbox to, you know, to support. There aren't any. We buy them all. It's like, they could do that, but that would suck, and they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. I've seen some Java versions of mods being sold by outsiders on the Bedrock edition without any permission from the original mod creator, which is awful, to be honest. Yup. No matter what, there will always be a couple of bottom feeders that will always try and, I don't want to say, like, game the system, because it's not gaming the system. They're straight up just stealing. But there's a, oh gosh. It happens at least, like, once a week, kind of within the indie game sphere, that either somebody steals a game off of itch.io. It's usually they steal a game off of itch.io and then post it to Steam, or they steal a game off of Steam and then port it over to mobile, just rip all the assets out and stuff like that. And, like, that happens not infrequently from what I know of. And there's also, like, what was it? I mean, there's also the, what was it called? Unpacking. So when Unpacking had come out, there was, ooh, we can actually just re-roll these until we get something fun. Let's see. I was kind of hoping I could do, oh, low pressure, despite being a tainted mod, actually stops at 99. I really like that. That's good. And yes, I can go 3 levels above 99, which is amazing. Bookworm, trade-off, dash charge. Let's go for that. Get more reroll charges. I keep hoping I'll find some more limit break surfaces, but it almost feels like it's a 1 per shop deal. Yeah, it probably is. Let's see. Villagers in danger. Fight the monsters and save them. Give them something to help. Take my light armor soul card. I get a light armor soul card. Yeah, I might actually be able to level up here. And gain something again. Why not? Look, you can get cards again. Hooray! I like it. I like it how I gave them the light armor and they just gave me a garbage version back. It's fine. Out with the old, in with the old. Heck yeah. Yeah, kind of on the same vein, when I first put out a, like, my very first piece of merch commercially for my channel, it was just a shirt and a hoodie. And I'd put it up on Amazon and sold a couple hundred within, like, 24 hours. And almost overnight, I got at least, like, 6 or 7 different people, posting their own versions of my shirt. Usually just stealing the design wholesale, but a couple of them, like, actually found the YouTube channel and just ripped my, like, art out. Let's see. But so they'd rip my art out of, like, my thumbnails or my channel banner or something, and then post their own shirts. Because they didn't actually care that it was a Wanderbot shirt. Not that I was particularly marketable. They just knew that I sold a couple hundred shirts really quickly out of nowhere. So clearly Wanderbot was somehow valuable. And so, I don't know. There needs to be better safeguards to protect small creators from, like, people just ripping their stuff. And punish people for doing so. Because, like, for us, we found out that they were using an address for somebody in, like, Michigan. And their phone number. And, like, that person had nothing to do with this entire scam. That's just, you know, who these people had picked. We eventually found out that they had, like, they were actually based out of Vietnam or something like that. It didn't really matter. But yeah, why would they? Amazon gets a cut regardless. And it always itches that Amazon has, like, no responsibility to fix this stuff. I know everybody likes to say, like, yeah, but if these sites were punished for anything and everything that people post on them, then the sites would fall to bits. And it's kind of like, yeah, I think there's a good middle ground where they're at least somewhat responsible. You know, if somebody sells, like, $10,000 worth of Wanderbot merch without me knowing, somehow, and Amazon takes, what is it, a 30% cut, a 20% cut, 15% cut. You know, they profited from somebody else stealing from me. I feel like at least Amazon should have to give up that 15% at least first. And if they want to get recoup their losses, they go find the person and sue for the rest. I don't know. There are better ways to do it, but there's no incentive for them to be better. So it kind of sucks for everybody and anybody that actually has to deal with this stuff. I really like this crystal firefly disco storm. To a certain extent, if a website and company would fail if they didn't do something, then they probably should. I think about that a lot. It's kind of like how years ago YouTube got smacked hard for people posting anime episodes and movies onto the website, and so they actually developed Content ID. You know, at the time there was a lot of people, like, fear-mongering that, like, oh no, this is gonna be the death of YouTube, and then now it's actually just like a fine system and it isn't terrible. Yeah, there also needs to be better safeguards against spending nothing or sending nothing to the person buying. Cousin got 7 sellers in a row that were listing a pair of sheep wool shears, and all 7 times it was an empty box. Ugh. I mean, I feel like you should be able to say, like, they sent me an empty box and just dispute it, but even then, I don't know. For me, the one kind of in that same vein that gets my goat is, the one, why is it just these 4? I have no idea. Well, let's go for trade-off. Even more attack speed. Guess get the reroll charges. The one that gets me is when they are selling something and boss is dead. Well, that was really fast. Let's go stand in the middle of this. I don't know if that's supposed to hurt me or not. Well, that was easy. Did I finish the challenge? I guess let's find out. Was that an E rank one or is that a D rank? Oh, please tell me. Oh, did that not count for the challenge being completed? Let me double check. No! Oh, I have to do that again. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's okay. Because what is Wander's Helmet? Instead of healing yourself in the shop, you can sell half of your current health for money. Oh, that is too appropriate. I love it. Oh, man. All right. Well, I think with all that said, I've had enough Rogue Genesia for today. Absolutely fantastic patch, Plexus. I'm looking forward to playing more. I'll probably start my next couple of streams with a round of Rogue Genesia to try and finish a lot of these challenges and maybe do some regular runs. But for now, I got some other games that I got to record. But that was great. Yeah, doing your trick disabled challenge unlocks as well. Yeah, it's a shame. But whatever. I don't mind. That was a really good run, and I'd probably try a different weapon combo. Even though the Void Wisp staff was like utter nonsense. Maybe I could do it again, I don't know.